everybody. John Stettin, Past the Wire, taking you inside the Sport of Kings from the Past the Wire, war room, studio, and office, all rolled up into one. And today we're going to talk a little bit about an annoying pet peeve of mine that I think many bettors for sure, and just people that are involved in the game, all find somewhat annoying. And it's probably not as difficult to fix as you would think with the technology that is available today, even considering we're talking about state jurisdictional issues and things like that. But this is a problem that's been going on a while, probably since the very first day that they started simulcasting races from one track to another track. And we've just never fixed it. And, you know, I am definitely not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not saying that I think any chicanery is going on or anything nefarious is going on. But we certainly didn't think that people were betting the Breeders' Cup Pick 6 2 or 3 races into the sequence either. So you just never know. And one of the things that I think is pretty much agreed upon by everybody involved in the game across the board is that we need a lot of transparency and a way to show outsiders and even people that are involved in the game that everything is on the up and on the level. And I think that the industry as a whole fails to do that in many ways and in many areas. But this one in particular is clearly identified and is something that I believe there is technology to rectify. And I'll give you an example. It happens all the time, and sometimes the odds fluctuate up as opposed to down. I know that. On the At the Races radio show with Steve Bick, he talks about it a lot and kind of shrugs it off that, you know, sometimes they go up and sometimes they go down, and he's 100% right. They do, but that still doesn't put bettors at ease, and it still doesn't make you feel any better when what happened the other day happens to you. And the example I'm going to use is the other day there was a horse, Cheyenne Bull, Jason Service horse, running at Belmont Park. There was 0 minutes on the clock. The horses were on the grass course behind the gate. He was 10-1. You'll see the picture of him going into the gate on the link to this video on pastthewire.com, the website. He's 10-1 going into the gate. They come out of the gate, he's 10-1. He wins the race, he's 9-2. That's less than half the price. That's a big hit to take. If you said, hey, I'm stuck $100 today, and I'm going to bet $10 on this horse to get my money back, or I'm stuck $1,000 and I'm going to bet $100 to get my money back, and you go to the window and you bet and you watch the race and he wins, and you find out you're half or less than half of the way there because the odds took that kind of hit. That is not encouraging for a seasoned horse player who's seen it all, like myself, or, well, maybe I shouldn't say seen it all. We always learn and could always see something else in this game. But it's a sour feeling that nobody likes. Now, there have been times I've made bets and the horses clicked up. It feels good, and, you know, that's great, but it doesn't take away these kind of hits, and this one stings. 10-1 to 9-2 is too much. Now, money's coming in from all over the country, different hubs, different ADWs. I get all that. We all get all that, okay? But there is so much real-time technology available today that with a little bit of an investment, you could have all of that money in real time when it's bet, sent into the actual host pool from all over the world, let alone the country. It's doable. It would take a little investment. It would take some software programming. It would take some cooperation between the racetracks, but it's doable. If we can't start fixing and addressing problems, we're just always going to have them. You know, enough problems come up in the day-to-day industry of thoroughbred horse racing. If the ongoing stagnant problems aren't gotten rid of and eliminated, I mean, where are we going? What are we doing? It's just it doesn't make sense to me that this is not addressed. I don't know one better who likes this situation in this scenario. Not one. Everybody is annoyed by it. I'm annoyed by it. Everybody's annoyed by it. And the rebuttal that, well, sometimes they click up. So what? Sometimes they click up. I don't want them to click at all. I want to know the odds when I'm making a wager. There was an exacta not too long ago that I bet that was coming back $102 going into the gate. The exacta won, okay? I was ecstatic. It went down to $38. When they put it up, I couldn't believe it. And, some people said, oh, well, what did you expect? This horse was 7-2, the other horse was 5. I don't care. It was paying $102 going into the gate. I knew what the odds were, but sometimes the exactas are not totally in line with that. And it's just a very frustrating thing. So all the shop callers out there for these tote companies and for the all the mutual managers, fix this already. It's old news. It's just get rid of it. Do away with it. We don't have to deal with it. We don't want to deal with it. Bettors don't like it. Nobody likes it. Let's take one negative thing in the game and make it a little bit better. Lord knows, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? Let's start taking some bites, everybody. And that's all we got for today. Ciao for now. We'll be back with more, and you can always find more at PassTheWire.com and right here on our YouTube channel. Ciao.